10 dark secrets Camilla will take to her grave. Starting off with number 10, the rebrand. Queen Camilla. Many never thought it would actually come to this, but after the coronation of King Charles and his beloved wife, it's official that Camilla has completely rebranded from when she was first introduced as a part of the royals. Tina Brown, the former Vanity Fair editor, told Page Six, Camilla's is the greatest image rehab in history. She deserves a crown just for toughing it out. The crowning of Queen Camilla will be the culmination of a quarter of a century of intensive work by the king, their friends, and their counselors. Its most dramatic moment came last year when there was a sustained campaign to strong-arm Queen Elizabeth to endorse Camilla as queen consort shortly before her passing, multiple sources claimed. On February 5th, 2022, the eve of her platinum jubilee, the late queen wrote in a touching letter, "And when in the fullness of my time, my son Charles becomes king, I know you will give him and his wife Camilla the same support that you have given me, and it is my sincere wish that when that time comes, Camilla will be known as queen consort as she continues her own loyal service." She really finessed that. She really did. On to number 9, not accepted. According to Reader's Digest, Camilla and Prince Charles met in the early 1970s, and although their attraction was mutual, in some circles her reputation was frowned upon because she was known as an experienced woman. So then she went on to marry Andrew Parker in 1973 and has 2 children with him, Laura Lopez and Tom Parker Bowles. She also has 5 grandchildren who were a part of the coronation. After Charles and Diana divorced, and later after Diana passed away, Charles slowly started publicly introducing Camilla to the world as his partner. Diana famously told the BBC in a landmark interview in 1995 that there were 3 of us in that marriage, so it was a bit crowded. It was rare for anyone in royal circles to speak about their personal lives, and it revealed first-hand details about their broken relationship. In 2005, Charles and Camilla got married in a civil ceremony followed by a blessing at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle. They were not allowed to get married in the Church of England as they are both divorced, according to CBS News. Number 8, pet names. Not too much of a dark secret, but knowing the pet names royals have for each other is nothing less than interesting, especially considering this started during their affair. During the course of their romantic relationship, much of which was allegedly during Charles's marriage to Diana, the couple regularly referred to each other using pet names they had. According to Town and Country magazine, they called each other Fred and Gladys for years. The names were apparently inspired by the characters on BBC radio show The Goon Show. Evening Standard reported that they used these names in love letters to each other, and it was their attempt at keeping their relationship secret. The publication also stated that during Diana and Charles's honeymoon, Diana found love letters between Charles and Camilla. She also reportedly took issue with her new husband for wearing the cufflinks that Camilla gifted him engraved with CNC for Charles and Camilla. Honestly, Charles was really much a savage for that. I can't even lie to you. But anyway, number 7, disapproval from the Queen. The extramarital affair between Prince Charles and Duchess Camilla rocked the crown to its core and put the final nail in the coffin of Princess Diana and Prince Charles's strained marriage. This is something that is well known to everyone. The prince's mother, Queen Elizabeth, was furious more than anyone else. For some time, no one was permitted to enter the palace, including the Duchess. In point of fact, the current monarch had refused to meet her prior to the year 2000, so she only met the Queen in that year. But at the reception for the Duchess and Prince, the Queen did say they have overcome Becker's Brook and the chair and all kinds of other obstacles. Extremely proud of them, wish them success now that they have prevailed, blah 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 blah. On to number 6, friends with Charles's wife. Before Diana learned that her fiancé was in love with another woman, she and Camilla were good friends. She even anticipated that she would be a part of her social circle following the royal wedding. Diana, on the other hand, realized before she and Charles got married that Charles still had a flame for his former partner, even though she was married at the time. Princess Diana stated that she wondered if Camilla was making a mistake when she saw her in the church on her wedding day. In her words, as a result, as I was walking down the aisle, Camilla in her gray pillbox hat and her son Tom standing on a chair caught my eye. Andrew Morton, Diana's biographer, recollected her saying, "You know, vivid memory to this day." Number 5, the worst kept affair. After a publicly disaster marriage, Diana and Charles split up in 92 and got a divorce in 96. One of their main disagreements was his open affair with Camilla, which was the monarchy's worst kept secret. Diana told Martin Bashir in the infamous Panorama interview, "There were 3 of us, so it was a little crowded. However, this is what actually happened. After being advised by friends to ignore suspicions of an affair between Prince Charles and friend Camilla, Princess Diana felt that she had to give her husband's mistress a piece of her mind, according to recordings from National Geographic that have been archived. When they approached Camilla about the affair, Charles and Diana appeared to have been aware of what they were getting themselves into. Camilla and Prince Charles were conversing with a different friend downstairs when Diana asked to talk to her alone. According to the recording, Diana remembered Charles rushing upstairs to inquire about her plans. Diana had this man shaking and throwing up. Little did he know, she already knew. Despite the Princess of Wales' assertion that she was terrified of Camilla, Diana boldly stated to her, "I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what is going on." Camilla tried to disprove the claim by claiming she had no idea what Diana was talking about, and Diana recalled Camilla saying that she had everything she could ever want and all the men in the world. When asked what else she could want, Diana simply told Camilla, "I just want my husband." It's important not to overlook these little-known details about Charles and Diana. Strangely, Diana apologized to Camilla for interfering with her and Charles, but she remained furious. She stated, "I do know what is going on to Camilla. Please do not treat me like an idiot." Diana and Charles split up and started seeing other people while they were still married, and Diana had a number of relationships, including one with the heart surgeon Hasnat Khan, and later Dodi Al Fayed, the man she was dating when they passed away. Charles remained with Camilla during this time, and the undertaking of Prince Charles is known to the overall population. However, by attending and leaving separate events, he and Camilla attempted to conceal their relationship. Number 4, spilling the beans. If Diana had survived and gotten married as expected, Charles and Camilla probably would have married much earlier. Instead, they kept their relationship private and out of the public eye for a number of years. The Prince of Wales married his longtime partner in 2005, and even though she technically had the option to do so out of respect for Diana, she did not style her name as Princess of Wales. Number 3, what is the staff hiding? Prince Charles's affair with Camilla was once kept a secret from Diana, even by the cleaning staff. At least they tried to. Followers of the royal family are aware of the Prince of Wales' affair with the Duchess of Cornwall, which took place while Charles was married to Diana, and it's safe to assume that some members of the royal family are unhappy that their affair is featured in Netflix's The Crown, making it one of the most significant royal relationship scandals. But it would have been harder to find juicy details about their affair if it wasn't for The Crown, so can't even be mad about it. In 1995, the Prince's valet Ken Stronach revealed shocking details about Charles's affair in a well-known interview with News of the World. He even lost his job because he broke confidentiality. At the time, Stronach claimed that after Charles would sneak out of bed in the middle of the night to meet with Camilla, he would clean grass stains from his pajamas. He mentioned how he was careless and took a big risk, but he doesn't even care about Diana. Ouch. After Charles's midnight romps, a source claimed that there was mud and muck everywhere, and they had clearly been working outside, which was evident. Charles even ruffled up his bed with his staff to make it look like he had slept in it. Even though it was very complicated, no one was fooled. The valet asserted that the strain of keeping Charles's secrets made him sick. During his time with Charles, he told the newspaper, "We've all been told not to speak to anyone about anything due to the strain of keeping his secrets. I became very ill." It's clear that the firm still doesn't like to talk about this royal stuff, even though Prince Charles has admitted to the affair and married Camilla. Number 2, unfit for the king. In the early 70s, Charles and Camilla first met. After friends introduced them, the prince fell in love right away. In her book, The Duchess, royal biographer Penny Jura wrote, "Camilla claims that the Duchess was not in any way overawed by him, not fawning or sycophantic." After the prince left with the Royal Navy in 1973, Parker Bowles accepted the proposal from her on and off boyfriend Andrew, despite the strong bond they had. But the palace didn't think Camilla would be a good fit for the king. Even if things had worked out well for the two of them, she did not come from an aristocratic family, which was important in those days, but look at who came out on top. Now she's a queen. And finally, number 1, the big affair. Even though it's not a secret, Camilla was trying to hide a high-profile affair from the whole world. Charles and Camilla made every effort to keep their extramarital affair from Diana and the rest of the world, despite the fact that the Princess of Wales was well aware of it. Before Diana and Charles filed for divorce, Camilla was regarded as a villain. She was also resented right up until the Princess of Wales' untimely passing in 1997. However, in the days that followed that tragic incident, Camilla's life went significant change. Princess Diana's misfortune was not specifically attributed to the Duchess of Cornwall. They did, however, discover a newfound hatred for her greatest foe after Diana's passing in the car accident. Camilla was forced to hide for months as the situation got worse because of the hatred. But that is all for today. Let me know what you think about this dark history with Camilla and how she ended up becoming queen. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy world updates and news on your favorite celebrities. And I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.